Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Wayne Morris with WHHI-TV.
And I'm your host, Carrie Manning from the Village Spa.
And today we have a special treat. We're coming to you from a very anticipated opening here in Bluffton in Buckwalter Place. It's the Southern Barrel Brewing Company, and we are obviously standing next to all the beer tanks where you'll be entertained and fed and have great beer. So that brings us to our first guest, which is Walt Trifari. He's the brewmaster, and he's going to tell us all about the process, the equipment they have here, and just the setting, which is absolutely beautiful.
And then our second guest is Mr. Alan Bunce. He is the event chair for the Taste of Bluffton, which is another huge event in Bluffton that has grown and more than doubled every year. So we're really excited to hear about that.
Our last guest is Nikki Charles from the Community Foundation of the Lowcountry. She's in charge of their finances, and she's going to be telling us about Project Safe, converting septic tank systems to sewers on the island. So it's a very important and worthwhile cause you don't want to miss. And make sure you don't miss 843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where Bluffton comes to speak.
Where Spring Island comes to speak.
Where Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
Where Port Royal comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We're here today with Mr. Walter Trifari. He is the brewmaster at Southern Barrel Brewing Company. Thank you for being with us. How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for having me.
So obviously you guys have a very cool setup here, but for the non-beer drinkers of the world and people who have never seen this, tell us about this place and the setup and what we got going on behind us.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people have seen this, the construction going on, and we're here now with actually a building with equipment in it. We're located at Buckwalter Place. We have a 12,000 square foot facility. 10,000 of it is production, which we can't really see right now, but we're sitting in the brew house. There's a 20 barrel brewing system here. We're going to produce 8 to 10 different beers for our grand opening, and eventually a 12 beer lineup as we move forward. So you're looking at us as a mid-sized microbrewery in the works, and we're going to have a tap room that's really no barrier between the brewery and the patrons.
I love that. I love how everything is all open, and no matter what you're interested in, you can talk to you guys back here while you're making the beer. And then there's conference space, there's dining space, there's a bar, and it's just it's going to be beautiful when it gets finished.
Don't forget, we also have a really cool beer garden that's coming together outside. So nice weather, you can chill outside, you can come inside. It's really about the community coming in, having a couple sips of beer, breaking down barriers, and just meeting people, talking.
And you guys are going to have food too, so you can bring the kids in.
You can stay a little longer, have a little bite to eat, some sharing plates, some nice little things, and and get a little educated about beer as well. That's going to be some big push we're going to do, is try to educate the community about the process, the styles of beer, and the history of beer.
Very exciting.
Yeah. It's very cool to see this come together. The inside, this is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
What makes this different about this microbrewery compared to other microbreweries?
Well, a little bit what I said. There is no barrier between what we're doing and where you are sitting. So as we're brewing, you're going to smell it. You're going to see it, you hear it, but you're going to smell it. When we're doing the malt mashing, you're going to smell the sweetness. We start adding hops into the boil. It's going to be very floral, nice big aromas coming out. So if you're into home brewing or you're into brewing and you love the smells, you're going to love it even more. And if you haven't experienced it, it's going to be something you've never experienced, and it's pretty unique.
It's going to be about the experience.
It's kind of like dinner and a show almost.
Exactly.
And we got to take a behind the scenes tour, and I was telling Matt Green, who's one of your partners here, this is no expense was spared. What y'all have done here is absolutely gorgeous, from the decor and the style all the way to the equipment that you see behind us.
Yeah, we're very lucky. Our owner invested the right way. A lot of breweries will start out with a little financial pain and then try to grow to this in year 3, 4.
Right.
So we're really took a really big step. We have a canning line in the back already, and some things that are going to help us grow quickly, and a lot of space.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That's awesome. Walter, why craft beers versus other beers?
Well, the biggest thing is freshness. Okay, you're getting the beer right at the source. So that is a huge component. You're going to come in, you're going to see it brewed. It's going to be on tap in a matter of 3 or 4 weeks.
Wow.
You're also going to get that artistic. I'm making that beer for you guys. So really, the tap room is my test kitchen. So I want to be able to talk to people while they're trying the new beers that we come out with and see, hey, you liked it, you didn't like it, what do you like to see more of? And hey, there's a style I used to love when I was younger, and can you make that? So having that feedback, you're going to get that response through the glass.
Right.
And you know, buying beer on the shelf, sometimes you're not getting that. You're getting a really bright,
true.
vibrant package.
Yeah, this is so much more personal.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting a little signature to
And
it.
I didn't even think about that aspect of it. When people come in, they'll be able to see how, you know, there's actually a bar right in front of the brewery.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can actually get input from the customers,
Yeah,
which is unheard of, I would think.
Absolutely, and if I'm not here, hopefully you can write down something and I'll get back to you. But I'm going to try to be here into the evening and talk to the guests. And everybody that's serving beer here is going to be a certified Cicerone. It's kind of like a wine sommelier, but for beer. And everybody's going to be certified beer server. So everybody that is serving glass beer to you and talking beer, they've went through some rigorous training.
They
They
know
know
their
the
stuff.
process.
They know their beer.
They know the styles,
They know
the
the beer.
process. We'll have the glassware will be, you know, I'm a beer guy, so I beer geek out on but nice beer clean glasses. And we're going to get into seasonals and releases that will have style. The glass will be for the style. It'll be logoed up, and it'll be one of those come in and buy the beer, take the glass home kind of thing. So
that's cool.
We'll have a lot of cool things happening that way.
How can we get the beer other than obviously coming in here?
Yeah, well, here, right? Yeah, they're going to have a belly up to the bar and have a couple, either a sample platter, or you're going to have a small 10 ounce or 16. But besides that, we're going to have glass growlers, aluminum or stainless growlers that you can fill a half-gallon jug, take it home, bring that back. So we got this reuse thing going on, right? You bring it back and
What
we
a great
fill
idea.
it.
Yes.
We're also going to be canning beer in the back, so that will be here for takeout, and as well as seeing it in all the liquor stores around town. And then the draft beer that we don't sell here will also hopefully get into quite a bit of restaurants around town.
Good.
Yeah.
So tell everybody quickly something that they don't know about Southern Barrel Brewing.
Well, you know, you might have seen some pictures pop up online and all that, but the woodwork in here is really incredible. It comes from an old Amish barn in Pennsylvania with the owner's property. And
That was the first question I asked when I walked in here.
oh, really? Yeah. It really hits you, you know, and it might be mistaken for some pallet wood or not, but if you really look close, this wood is probably milled before the Revolution. It's quite old, at least as far as we can find history on it. And you really look at the wood grain, and it's super, super tight. And, you know, I've talked to some woodworkers, and they geek out on it that you don't see wood like this.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
The bar top is going to be something to stare at. So that's one really unique thing. We reclaimed all the wood in here. The beer garden is going to be very unique as far as just social fun, you know, family friendly. We're also going to have a non-alcoholic root beer. So that on draft for the kids and those who don't really want to partake but want to be here and hang out with their friends. So
But we definitely don't have enough time in one segment to cover all the cool stuff out here. So make sure that you follow them on all of the social media. And then if you have any information, if you need more information, go to southernbarrelbrewing.com and make sure that you come right back and join us for more 843 TV.